Hey everyone, I'm Kelly Schneider, and today I'm coming to you with our first episode for Peoria Live, and I have the pleasure of being here with Bobby Hambrick from AutonomouStuff. So he's going to tell us a little bit about what is AutonomouStuff. What does that mean even?
Yeah, so AutonomouStuff is a supplier of products, engineering services, and software to help enable the future of autonomous driving.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so we got started here in Morton in 2010. How did that all come about?
Yeah, so I came up with a good idea and noticed a gap in the supply and services chain for enabling the future of transportation.
Okay.
And I started this business in a barn in my backyard.
Wow. And what was your first thing that you did then? How did that start?
Yeah, we started pulling together products that helped enable autonomous driving. So like the sensors, which are like radars and laser scanners and cameras.
Okay.
And we supplied those to our customers to help them build robotic platforms for autonomous driving.
Okay.
That's how it all started.
That's how it all started. So 2010, and now where are we today with that? You started with one car in a barn in your backyard, and now you have...
Yeah, it started off with just me. Now we're around 100 people. We have offices in San Jose, California, which is Silicon Valley. We have an office in China. We have an office in Europe. And then we have several offices here in Morton, which is now our headquarters.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. And how many cars do you have here at the moment, or how many can you have?
Yeah, so one of the big things that we do for our customers is we build automated driving research cars, which is what you'll see here today in the shop. And we build between 20 and 30 of those a month that are delivered all over the world.
Oh my gosh, 20, 30 in a month, that's crazy. That's really fast. You were talking about the sensors, and we have this perfect example here behind us, so I kind of want to walk around and just ask a couple questions here. All right, so I believe this is one of the sensors that you've...
Yeah, first off, this entire car is a product that we offer. So it is a car used for automated driving research.
Okay.
So we build these cars up with all the sensors and everything required for automated driving, and then we give them to our customers, and our customers are building applications for automated driving.
Okay.
So this is one good example of what that looks like.
Okay.
So if you want to look at the sensors on the car here, so this here is a radar sensor.
Alrighty.
So there are a variety of different types of sensors on the car. That's one type. If you look on the roof, here, in this case, there are 3 different types of laser scanning sensors.
Oh, okay, so this would be one, and that one. Oh,
correct.
Okay.
And these create a 360-degree scan of the environment. It
Okay.
creates this very high detailed point cloud, and that's used for mapping and collision or object detection and things like that.
Okay, awesome. And then, all right, so there was like 3 different types. There's radar, there's LiDAR?
Laser scanners and LiDAR. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
And cameras as well.
Okay,
Yeah, usually
and
the
cameras
cameras
as well.
are either mounted on the roof for research or mounted behind the windshield,
Oh.
depending on what the customer is looking for.
Okay, so, and you guys didn't build this car, obviously. This is was an already built car, but then you guys added all of the sensors and everything to it, and the computer program. Well, maybe not the program itself.
Yeah,
parts
correct.
of it.
So this particular case, we buy a standard car. We put some value into it so we can give our customers control over steering, braking, acceleration, and shifting.
Oh, wow.
So they can control the car with software. And then we all add all the other things on it. Again, like the laser scanners and the cameras. And the radars and the GPS systems and the computing architectures and all this stuff we integrate into the car.
Wow. Okay, so this is a standard like auto vehicle, but I noticed we've got some other types of vehicles here behind us that maybe we can go take
a look at them.
Okay.
So not only do we work in the automotive industry for advancing the future of automated driving for automotive applications, but we also do that in off-road applications or even in military applications.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So we have a platform here. This is just a Polaris Ranger. We essentially turn it into a robot by giving our customers control over steering, braking, acceleration, and shifting, and then we add all the same sensors on it, and then they can use this vehicle for robotics research.
Okay, wow. So that's kind of off-road one, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Neat. All right, so this was the electric vehicle, all right?
Correct. So we already took a look at the automotive applications and the off-road applications, and a lot of our customers are doing automated driving research for other types of transportation services or last mile delivery services.
Oh, yeah.
So we offer this as a platform that it's all electric, so it's great for campus shuttles and stuff like that, and also last mile delivery. So they use this as a research platform for those types of applications.
Okay. Yeah. So even if it was just like shuttling things between two shops or stuff like that, or like you said, on campus, shuttling people around.
Yep.
So they're doing research for that. How cool is this?
It's the same story here. We give our customers control over steering, braking, acceleration, and shifting, and they're building some type of software application on top of it.
Okay. So what do you think is the future then? I mean, obviously we've got like these 3 types of vehicles. Is there more coming? Like what else?
Yeah, we have a whole fleet of different types of vehicles. This is just what's in our shop currently.
Right.
And again, our job is to help make it easier for our customers to build applications for automated driving in the future of transportation.
Okay.
And we will continue to expand our services to continue to help enable that industry to move forward. We supply the components that help enable autonomous driving. We also provide the engineering services that pull all those components together.
So someone might have an idea, but they can't quite, they could talk with one of your engineers and kind of work out how what their idea is and how your platform would be able to.
So we physically integrate it, but we also have software applications that pull all this data together. So on the car that I'm standing next to here, on the top here, the spinny sensor is a LiDAR sensor. This sensor is creating about 1.2 million points a second data a second.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have 3 high-definition cameras, and we have a GPS system on this. We have a camera looking backwards, so that's total 4 cameras.
Wow.
So it's creating a tremendous amount of data every second that needs to be collected and then also processed with software. And those are some of the services that we provide.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Is it typical to have the cameras on there, or I mean, is that...
Again, this vehicle is used for research.
Okay.
So if this were to be transitioned to production, these cameras, of course, would be integrated behind the windshield or somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then maybe we can talk a little bit about the integration, because I know that we've got obviously these brackets and everything up here, but as you mentioned, some of that stuff's going to be integrated into the car so you can't even see it, right?
Yeah, correct. So this kind of looks like a robot on purpose because our customers are still evaluating where they want to mount the cameras, what type of cameras, what kind of LiDARs.
And where it will collect the most data and best data from. Okay.
Yeah, so these racks are it just makes it very flexible to utilize this for research. Yeah, an interesting thing that I think is interesting is we are right in the middle of the entire ecosystem of automated driving.
Okay.
So everyone kind of comes to us for this service.
All right.
And we have more customers and built more of these cars than anyone else in the world has for automated driving.
That's amazing. And then you ship them all over the world, like you said, too.
Yep.
Okay, so talking about competitors, I mean, I've literally never heard of basically anybody doing this, and then I find out that we've got this huge, amazing operation basically right in my backyard. So do you have a lot of competitors?
Well, I think we live a little bit in a bubble in Illinois, so we don't get to see a lot of what's happening in the technology world. But what we provide here is very unique. And there are some companies that provide certain parts of the same things that we do.
Sure.
Like there are companies that provide software services and integration services individually, but not a company that I know of that provides everything together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. And then I know that you guys are growing really rapidly. You've just had like a huge influx of new employees and stuff for over the last couple of months, from what I understand. Are you still looking to hire new people, or what?
Continuously hiring. So again, we have offices in California and in China and Europe. We're hiring, and also here in Morton.
Okay.
We're hiring in all of them. I think we've hired just 20-something people in the last few weeks.
Oh, wow.
And we have quite a few to hire still.
Sure. So what type of people would be a good fit for your operation then? Who are you looking to get to come in here and interview and apply?
It's mostly engineers. So we're mostly looking for software engineers, integration engineers, project managers, guys like that.
Okay, cool. And then I suppose not a lot of people have been doing something quite like this, so it's kind of new and fun and exciting for them to get in and try new stuff.
Yeah. I think we're providing a very unique opportunity for the area and for the community, which I'm very passionate about. And yeah, it's an exciting time to be here.
Cool. Seems like everybody was super friendly and really happy to be here. It looked like they were actually having fun and enjoying their workday, which is amazing. So I think that speaks volumes to what you're doing as continuing to grow, but you're also making sure that these employees are, excited to come to work.
Not only do you have to create something that someone will pay for, but you also have to have passionate people to work for you that want to provide that service.
Absolutely.
So we spend a lot of time on our culture, making sure everyone loves what they do.
Love that. That is so important. I don't know if a lot of people understand that. So, well, thank you so very much for being on the show today and explaining a lot to us. And hopefully we can get some good qualified applicants to come in and help you continue to grow.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. So as you can see, we just finished up kind of getting a little tour around one of the buildings that they have. I had the opportunity to talk to them a little bit more about how many spaces they have. They actually have 3 buildings here in Morton, and they're buying a 4th, which is 4 times the size of this one. So that's pretty amazing. But now that we've had the opportunity to kind of check out the outside and what it is that they add, why don't we go play on the inside of one of these things? Okay. I don't know where I'm looking, so I'm just going to look everywhere. Okay. All right. So hey everybody, I am in the autonomous car, which is pretty awesome. And today I've got my pilot. I'm going to call you a pilot.
Fair enough.
We've got Kevin Fay, and he has been with the company for 3 months now, correct? All right. And so he's going to give us 2 demos. We've got a joystick demo, which I am not going to do because I drive like this and smashing into things along the way, just from my, experience with video games, not autonomous cars. The second demo that we're going to be doing is a recorded loop, and then the car will drive the loop that we've just driven after the fact. So, let's start with what are you programming in there?
So I am just trying to get this set up to do the joystick demo.
Holy cow, that's a lot of code.
It is a lot of code.
Which makes sense because it's all automated. So
yeah.
All right.
So,
and this is obviously not part of the original car.
No. Most of the sensors and the monitors and everything that you see in here today, we've added. So this car, and essentially what we're able to do with this car is to drive it what we call by wire. So send electronic commands that allow us to steer, brake, accelerate, etc. in the car, and we do that through the joystick.
Okay, so like practical or real life application, would this be for somebody who possibly doesn't have the use of their legs in the future?
No, this is more so just a demo to show our customers that we can control the car electronically.
Okay.
So what we build is a platform that allows our customers to bring their software in on top and do all of the control autonomously.
Okay.
So we're not doing a lot of the autonomous development ourselves, but we provide a platform, in other words, a car that has the ability to be controlled electronically.
Awesome. Are there certain types of cars, or any car can then become?
No, there are a certain few cars.
Okay.
So we've got this system here that works on just a few of the U.S. cars, and then we've also got another system that we're currently under development on to do multiple other cars. So we've got about 5 or 6 cars now.
Okay.
To do this on.
Awesome. Okay, so let's
essentially what this does is this allows us to demonstrate that we've got steering and braking and accelerator by wire. I've also got the ability to override those through either hitting the brake, hitting the accelerator pedal, hitting the steering wheel, whatever.
That makes sense.
But what I can do is enable that system, and you'll see
all these things are happening.
And you can see when I turn the steering wheel turns.
Right, so the car is in neutral currently. Is that how you will drive it like that?
And then I will put it into drive.
Oh.
So now we're going to be in drive, and now I'm steering.
Oh my gosh, are you guys seeing this?
And then I've got braking here, or accelerator here. And then braking, which is quite sensitive. But I'm not touching anything as far as the car goes with my hands or my feet. I'm doing this all through the...
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
By-wire system.
Wow.
And again, this is to demonstrate that to our customers that are buying these cars from us, that we can control the car electronically.
Okay.
This isn't what they're out there doing.
Okay. So what are they out there doing?
They are developing software that sits on top of our program or our computers and integrates all of these sensors. So we've got a variety of radar, LiDAR, camera, etc., that allow them to see ahead of them, and then it goes into their system. They make computations, and then they tell the car what they want it to do.
Okay.
Whether it be speed up, slow down, turn right, turn left, whatever it may be.
Wow. What is LiDAR?
LiDAR would be it's a laser system. It's a rotating laser.
Oh, that's what that thing was.
Yeah, that's what's on top of the car. And so they've got a variety of sensors that will it sends out lasers when they come back. It can do 3D mapping and scanning.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's demo 1 is just proving that we can do. Okay, and then I don't know if you guys can see this remote, but it's literally just like, I don't know video games, but it's like a video game remote, which is pretty crazy. I didn't know you could just buy one of those and program them. I'm not a techie. Not a techie.
And then I'll come back up here and start what we call our shuttle demo.
Okay.
Which is a software stack that we've developed in-house that allows us to essentially do GPS waypoint following.
Okay.
And so what I will do is I will drive a route and ask it to record my route.
And then it'll
and
copy
then it will,
it.
Yep, it will copy that route, and then the car will drive itself along that same route.
Wow.
So give me just a second here
Sure.
to get that moving.
Does this have to have Wi-Fi then, or?
No. So we've got GPS antennas on top.
Okay.
And then we do localization as well, so we can get quite accurate with our GPS mapping.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I mean, like, you see the dry spots on the grass?
So I'm going to start recording now.
Okay.
And again, what I'm going to do is go drive a route, ask it to record. It will record that route, and it'll essentially drop GPS waypoints every half of a meter,
Okay.
every couple of feet
Okay.
along that route. And then it will interpolate between those to identify where to go.
Okay.
So
Does this have a, like a speed limit, I guess, or?
we can set the speed limits. So we can add speed limits, we can add stop signs, we can add a variety of things in here.
Oh my gosh.
It is not tracking my speed
Okay.
or the or any of that. We've got modes that we can do in here that will change how quickly it moves through this route. So and then if I want to be more aggressive, it will take the corner much faster. If I want to be more conservative, it will take that corner much slower.
But that's something that you type in and tell it.
Yes, that we can tell it how to do.
There it is, following us around on this screen there.
So you can kind of see my map there
Okay,
a little bit.
Oh yeah, because
And then I'm going
to
to pull up here and stop. And I will stop recording at this point. And then I'm going to go back out to where we started. And what I'm doing here is I just saved that route. Now I'm going to load it.
Okay.
I'm going to give it some time to do that while we're driving back over.
Sure. Makes sense. Oh yes. What's your background then? How did you?
I am been an engineer here in the Peoria area for about 15 years.
Okay.
And I've been in the engineering services industry. I more recently moved into the autonomy space here, and am the engineering manager for the embedded systems team here for AutonomouStuff. And we are responsible for developing the electronic hardware, circuit boards, etc., as well as doing the reverse engineering of the cars to figure out how to control them.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. So, had you been doing anything similar to autonomous stuff in your previous
Not
job,
necessarily, but I've always had a passion for cars, and I've always enjoyed cars. And
Okay.
It was a pretty easy fit for me.
Well, sure. I mean, it's working in the future, essentially.
It is.
Pretty
It's exciting.
amazing. Yeah.
It's exciting to work for a growing organization, especially one that's local.
Yeah. Because you said you're from Indianapolis.
Correct.
And so you've been in the Peoria area for 10 years. Okay. All right, cool. And then are you currently living in Morton?
I live in East Peoria.
Okay, so close enough. That's cool. And so I know that the organization has had some growth here recently. You've been with them for 3 months, and you said there was maybe like 12 other people that joined around the same time.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So that's definitely a growing organization.
Very much so.
Yeah, awesome.
So what I'll do now is get this started, and I'm going to enter what we call robotic mode, and the car will take over. So you can see we're following the path.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And again, you're not even touching the brake
not
or the
touching
gas or anything.
If I wanted to stop, I would just have to hit the brake.
Sure,
or turn the
because
steering
your
wheel.
override system there.
Exactly.
Okay. So who are your customers then, I guess? Like, who's
We've got a
buying
variety of customers. It can be anything from your automotive companies to the automotive suppliers to your IT companies, as well as your chip manufacturers. So we do a variety of work for a lot of different companies in that space. So the autonomy space is one that's growing tremendously.
Sure.
And there are a lot of different people that are trying to get into that market.
Okay.
So all of those customers are our customers.
Wow. That's awesome. So I noticed, obviously, we got a lot of like little cameras and stuff set up in here. Are those literally just recording to see what we're doing, or are those part of this system where we're like GPSing us?
Yeah, right now, these cameras and stuff aren't being used for this. This was all kind of a GPS demo.
Okay.
And then
that's all located on the outside of the car, which we'll talk
correct.
about. Okay.
But these cameras are used for some other ones. We've got some other ones that we can do. All of our customers have different technologies that they try to apply.
Sure.
Some customers want to do all of their autonomy via video. Others want to do it all via GPS.
Okay.
Others look at LiDAR and radar.
So your job is really trying to figure out what it is they're trying to use and how they can do that on your system.
Yeah. So this is our development vehicle that we use to try to test all of those things.
Wow.
And improve those things out.
Okay, so you literally are just like programming your stuff in there and seeing like how is that going to work and will that fit their needs. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So you said a friend kind of told you about this?
Yeah.
Had you any idea that this was going on here in Morton?
Not, and I was surprised to hear that there was something like this going on.
I know, right? Awesome. So, okay, like talking about car manufacturers, is this kind of the same idea as what Tesla uses with their?
It's somewhat similar.
Okay.
It's similar. That's all integrated, so they have the nice part that they've got is that they're designing that whole system from scratch themselves. We're adding this on to other cars that are already existing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's similar. A lot of the technologies we employ are the same.
What about like age limits on the cars? I assume they have to be fairly new.
They do have to be fairly. Well,
because
I say that we can do
computers.
some older things,
Really?
but most of our customers want newer cars because that's what they're going to be developing
For sure.
stuff on
For
top
sure.
of.
Wow, this is quite amazing. So when was the first? How long ago did you get to drive your first autonomous car?
A couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much right away.
Exactly.
Is that an autonomous thing?
That would be a one wheel that is somewhat autonomous, yes.
I will not be participating in that. I couldn't even ever stand on a skateboard, so. Well, what does road ready mean?
Well, so there's a variety of things. We've got different levels of autonomy. You've got level 1, which would be cruise control.
Okay.
And then we've got other levels. So we've got some other things like the adaptive cruise control that are in a lot of cars today. That'd be like a level 2 or 3.
Okay.
And then a level 4, which would kind of be what we saw a little bit of over there in terms of the car driving itself. Although that's kind of a hybrid of that. But level 4 is where it requires very little intervention from a person.
Okay.
And then level 5 is when you would take the steering wheel out. We're a long ways from level 5 still.
Sure.
But level 4, we're getting close to.
Wow.
So,
oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but ultimately we still got a safety driver in place at all times.
Well, yeah, that makes sense to do the override stuff. Okay, so what about like car sizes? What's the biggest vehicle that you guys like?
A semi.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I
so
never
we've done
thought about
anything
that, but
from
that makes perfect sense.
We've done
Really.
anything from a golf cart to a semi.
Oh my gosh.
And anything in between.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously for like semis or people have to drive long routes and stuff, that's a huge safety issue, and then that helps with keeping people awake and staying safe that way. Wow. Okay, so just real quick, I want to look at some of the little knobbies we got here. So this thing's like twisted in. What is that?
That is just an emergency stop. So if we have any issue with the system, we hit that and it shuts everything down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is kind of a control that we have to control various things to turn them on and off.
Okay.
It controls
Probably some of the
relays in
stuff
trunk.
that's on the outside too.
Yeah.
All
Yep,
right.
exactly.
Very, very cool. So yeah, I mean, this company's obviously growing pretty quickly. Like, what do you guys see? What do you see happening next?
I see us getting into a lot more potentially fleets of vehicles.
Sure.
So our customers have kind of been sticking their toes in the water, so to speak, and getting a couple of vehicles at a time. We see that growing.
Awesome.
And we get a lot more customers.
Oh my gosh.
We've grown a lot, and I know that Bobby has spoken to this, but we've grown a lot in terms of our breadth throughout the country, or throughout the world, really.
Oh, wow.
We've got offices in several locations now.
Very,
but it's still headquartered here in Morton.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much
You're welcome.
Kind of driving me around in this thing, I guess. Technically, you were programming, so it was technically the pilot. So awesome. Well, thanks again.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate the trip and explaining what's going on in here.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Thank you guys very much.